Hey guys, welcome back, and today I'm going to do kind of a simple video, and I'm going to show you how I go about constructing poses, faces, bodies, and just how I like to draw. It really depends on what mood I'm in, but sometimes I like to draw with just like a regular pencil, but most of the time I do mechanical. But sometimes I like good old-fashioned traditional pencils. So usually I just do the basic circle and like half oval for the face. But if I do want a more constructed jaw, I do like 2 lines and then more of like a rounded out triangle. I mean, that's small, but that's how I go about constructing the head. And usually I have to shrink it a little bit because I'm always like make the circle a little too big, so then I have to go back and reconstruct it. But I'm pretty loose with the face shape until I really know. I kind of almost wait until I have some of their other facial features in until I until I really refine their face shape. Because almost their facial features affect their face shape in my art. I don't know. But I want to also talk about poses, because I don't draw a lot of crazy poses or really great poses, because I mean, that's just something I try to work on. Oh my gosh, my thing's so shaky. But I do try to do a little bit more dynamic poses when I can. But it definitely can be a little harder sometimes. So I mostly do circles to map out the 2 largest parts, so the chest and the butt part of it. And then of course I have the head, which that's way too small, but I usually use circles and then I kind of rectangular it, and whenever I add and then I slowly refine. I don't even know if this pose is even realistic. I'm not really sure. I usually do like a little bit of a square for the hand if it's spread out, but if it's all together I usually use like a circle or something. I do shoulders for the circles, and then I usually do just like straight lines. First I do like just straight lines for the arms, but then I go back and kind of add curves where there needs to be and stuff. Then I map out, fingers and stuff like that. This pose does not look right. And that's okay, because honestly, everyone has some bad sketch days. I mostly draw females, but I have been trying to broaden my anatomy with trying to draw men, but I really have only drawn men faces, unless, oh my gosh, if I can find them. I wonder, see, I try to draw men, but I really only get to their faces, and then I don't know where to go from there. Oh, that looks unproportional. I think I need a shrink. I don't know. Actually, I'm just gonna erase this bottom part and start from scratch, because it's looking a little bit, I don't know. Once I get the pose out, I kind of just add clothes on top of it, but it really depends. Sometimes I don't sketch the pose as in depth as like if I'm going to I don't always sketch the pose so in depth if it's gonna have like really baggy clothes. I go for more like the silhouette and less of like a structured pose. But since I think she's gonna be in like a shorts and tank top because that's the weather outside, and I do base the outfits on of my characters on the weather outside. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Some shorts, but it's still summer and not yet school, which I'm excited about school, but I don't know. Are y'all guys excited about school? If y'all are going to school. I'm mostly excited about school for the art part. I know I do a lot of art at home, but art school, well, not art school, but it's a school that does art, is like one of those things that like I'm excited to go to, just because you really get to do a lot of different types of art and stuff, which is really fun for me, because I mean I have a decent amount of art supplies, and if y'all want me to experiment with some of my art supplies that I haven't touched in like years, which I've got a lot. Like, I don't use a lot of colored pencils, even though I have some. I have pastel pencils. I have oil pastels, maybe somewhere. If you want me to experiment with some of that stuff, comment down below. I'm open to video ideas. I'd love to hear what y'all want to see. And just, yeah. But sorry I haven't posted in a while. It has been a little hard because I have been kind of frantically getting ready for school. I do start on the 12th, and so that's like only like a week away, which is really kind of nervous. I'm really kind of nervous, you know. I'm going to a new school, so I'm really kind of nervous, excited, a little scared, but yeah, I'm mostly excited, but it definitely can be a little nervous, especially when I'm going to a new school and I don't know anybody. But once I get settled in this school, I will be making videos more regularly, and it will be, I think, a lot more consistent once I get a schedule. But mostly I've just been kind of hectically posting whenever I can, so sorry if it's not very regular, guys. Oh my gosh. These hands are not... Oh, I'm filming. Sorry about that, guys. My sister came in, had to put her dog in here because we've got some people over and her dog is afraid of people. Well, of new people and little kids, so. So yeah, I think that's kind of the initial pose for her. It's a little weird and I'm not even sure if the anatomy, if this is even a physically possible pose. I'm redoing the knees a little bit. But yeah, that's how I kind of draw poses. It looks a little rough, but that's okay. And then I draw eyes. Honestly, I basically do a circle, and I basically just chop off different parts of it, like do an eye shape. And sometimes I really go fancy and I just like shade around it and make it look all like, ooh, smoky and dark. But then sometimes, I'm trying to think, I do eyes really loosely, sometimes I do them differently. Sometimes I just do them closed because I'm avoiding things. Sometimes I do them really simple. I don't know. Sometimes I do them literally 2 lines because I'm lazy. I don't know. There's a lot of, I don't know. I really don't do one style, which is kind of crazy. It's like, I have like more of one style whenever I do stuff like, digital, but in my like sketchbook, I literally do a million different styles, so it's kind of hard to narrow it down to just how I draw just one way. I think that's gonna help because when I'm older, I do want to have a tattoo apprenticeship at a tattoo place, which I think being able to adapt my style to different styles. I mean, I think I kind of have a style, but it can be changed and altered and twisted pretty easily by myself. So I think that will definitely help whenever I eventually might want to get into tattoo design and stuff. But for now, I just kind of draw a little here and there. So this is kind of how I draw, in real life. I mean, my digital drawings in real life too, but this is kind of how I draw. This is kind of how I draw on paper.